There's a story of Alexander the Great, and he's, running around the planet conquering all these countries, and you can sort of see in his approach the same approach of Napoleon, which came later, and then the same approach of Hitler. And in a way, the British Empire and the American Empire, it's all about conquest, But he comes upon the man that, I think at pain of death, he says, I want you to be my prime minister. And he's this great sage from India. And when he meets him, he says, I've heard great things about you. I am Alexander, the conqueror of the known world. I will give you anything you want. And he says, can you move a little bit to the left? You're blocking the sun, He was enjoying the sun on his body. And the avariciousness, the insecurity, the so-called greatness of Alexander, there in that moment meets with the greatness of the deepest wisdom. And, people that have seen through the illusions of the world, by the world standards, they aren't seen to be great. They don't have lots of money necessarily. They don't have lots of power in terms of power over others, or they haven't achieved great heights in the world, in the physical world. They haven't climbed great mountains. They haven't, ascended to incredible intellectual capacities. But they realize that it's all a game of ego, and they've seen through that, and that's an incredible achievement. And the blessing of that achievement is just this profound peace and the deepest happiness. And they know that everyone that's running around trying to find happiness in objects and in accomplishments aren't to be judged. They're just where they are. And it's not that you can't stop living practically in the world and have desires as you take this journey, but there's a certain simplicity arising in you that how you see things is more important than how you and yourself, because at the root of what you look at in others, things, in other object is the reflection of what is looking, and what is looking is a reflection of a value system. And far more important than who I think I am is how I see, because that reflects who I know myself to be, or the fearful concept that I take myself to be.